somewhere in Hong Kong, I think it's Hong Kong or China. Somewhere an earthquake happened today, just about an hour ago before I came live. An earthquake happened, and as you all know, every time I come live with a message to give to the world. Every time I come live is with a message to give to the world, so that the world will have an understanding exactly of what is really going on, or what to expect actually. So sing to Elohim, the triune eternal family. Welcome. So yeah, there seem to be a little technical difficulties where the music Facebook is actually trying to interfere with the music and stuff like that. So you all have to bear with me a little bit on that. So yeah, so sing to Elohim. Sing to Elohim. Right? So there's a major problem right about now where the music is concerned.
Exodus chapter 3 verse 12. And Yahuwah said, I will be with you, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship me on this mountain.
Morning, noon, and night, I will worship you. The purpose for my life is to worship you. I will worship you.
Oh yeah, the earthquake happened in Thailand.
Forever.
So yeah, thank you for the reminder, Brother Eliyahu. We have fixed the problem where the music was giving a little trouble, so thank you all for holding on.
To Elohim, he has triumphed marvelously. The horse and the rider have been drowned in the sea. Sing to Elohim, he has triumphed marvelously. All the Pharaoh's army have been drowned in the sea. Yahuwah, we will praise your name forever. Elohim, we will exalt your name together. Yahuwah, our strength and sing. Lift your voice and sing. In Him we have the victory. We have the victory. Oh, how great your love must be. Heaven is your home, but you choose to live inside of me. Your spirit is like the wind, your word is like a flame. It's an all-consuming fire that cannot be restrained. Heaven and earth cannot contain you. There's no limits to your love, but you choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of my worship. Heaven and earth cannot contain you. There's no limits to your love, but you choose to dwell in my praises. You rest upon the throne in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. How great your love must be. Heaven is your home, but you choose to live inside of me. Your spirit is like the wind, your word is like the flame. It's an all-consuming fire that cannot be restrained. Heaven and earth cannot contain you. There's no limits to your love, but you choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of my worship. Heaven and earth cannot contain you. There's no limits to your love, but you choose to dwell in my praises. You rest upon the throne in my heart, in my heart. You choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of the worship in my heart, in my heart. You choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of the worship in my heart, in my heart. You choose to dwell in my praises. You rest upon the throne in my heart. In my praises, you reside inside of the worship in my heart, in my heart. You choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of the worship in my heart, in my heart. You choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of the worship in my heart. In my heart, you choose to dwell in my praises. You rest upon the throne in my heart, in my heart, in my heart.
Shalom, shalom, everyone. We are here again. Shalom, everyone. I hope you can hear me. We are happy to be able to bring this live again to you. And it's Saturday. And look at what happened to California on their 4th of July, right after they had their fill of their abominable tradition, their holiday, instead of Yah's holy days, their mockery day. They had a massive burst of earthquakes from our Elohim, prophesied on the 4th of July by Archangel Samuel over his life of the same day. And it's they say what, thousands of earthquakes there. So no, Southern California, Central California, Elohim is doing what they explained already through Archangel Samuel. So we rejoice over the accomplishments of our Elohim, while the world and those who stand with religion and with their own idolatry, meaning they worship themselves and their own brain. Okay, those are atheists, things like that. All right, so while they would be coming up with all sorts of foolish explanations and ridiculous words of pity, or like they're feeling sad, they're really just scared for themselves. So instead of being humble enough to seek the divine creators in this hour, they must know by now. Archangel Samuel spoke for years, since 2015, about, and before I came to know him, he mentioned and addressed the fact that Yellowstone will be used for Elohim's end time plan, a big part of his end time plan. And that Yellowstone had been erupting in a parallel format for a long time now, since he had been releasing, Archangel Samuel had been releasing bulletins about this, about everything that Elohim is doing to explain why we're having earthquakes, and divine drawings that he received, he shared with the world, USGS, and all those NASA people and stuff. They are following his lives to get that information and prepare for themselves, the elites. But they don't want the masses to know. They have a plan of their own for the masses, which Archangel Samuel had been warning the masses about, because Elohim did not want them to be caught in the enemy's snare. Elohim really thought that people would take them more seriously. They've been given warnings through their messenger and bringing them to pass, but it's not being seen. It's being stifled. It's being censored. And it's really sad that so many are missing out. I hope that you all could hear me. You could hear me very well, right? Please give me some confirmation in the comments. Shalom, Trini Mohan, Rosa Sharon. Who else is here? Archangel Samuel, listening from the behind the curtains. Commander Ashk, shalom and welcome, brother. So, Archangel Samuel had been warning about what was going to happen, how it would unfold. But honestly, I could tell you, you would have to listen, really, really listen, and pray to understand, because the way they teach us in this world, I I don't know why people still expect to be taught like that, and most of us reject it anyway. A lot of people can't learn that the way they teach in the world. This is so simple that a child would be able to grasp it if they knew certain facts ahead, but most of us don't either. They don't teach us the right things in school, so that we are not aware of what is good for us in the earth. We are not aware of a lot of things that really pertain to togetherness in righteousness. Nothing about righteousness. Just they want us divided and they want us corrupt. So they give us a lot of filth to feed into the lust, to get us to feed into the lust of the flesh. So now I see a lot of people, as usual, feeling offended. They feel offended now that Elohim has taken things a step further. And honestly, we who have been waiting, we who have been standing with Elohim and with their divine end-time messenger, the only divine end-time messenger, Archangel Samuel, we who have been waiting patiently, and a lot of people enduring a lot of things just to I had to say, like, trials and testing, which is good for us because it will prove us. But the point is that we are rejoicing over the manifestations of the prophecies that are unfolding right now. We are rejoicing because we have something wonderful to look forward to. I wonder if anyone can hear me. I'm not getting any feedback. Can anyone hear me? Oh my goodness. Let me check. Wow. Ooh, no one was hearing me. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Alright. I wasn't getting feedback in the comments. Shoot. Oh, you were hearing me? Or you're hearing me now? Oh, all right. Wow, I'm not sure about something here. So, all right. I was just sharing without anybody being able to hear me about the burst of earthquakes happening right now in Southern California and Central California, as well as Alaska and other parts of the earth. These were all prophesied years ago, in that for a long time we who have been standing with Elohim and their divine end-time messenger have been waiting patiently and longingly for the fullness of the manifestation of those prophecies. We have been working in the natural with loved ones and in the spirit as Elohim assigned us to reach as many as we can. And all who was interested in the ancient truth of Elohim, generally in righteousness, unless you're righteous, you have a righteous inclination, your heart, you will not be interested in Elohim's ancient truth. But a lot of people are duped. I'm so sorry, this thing was the audio was off for the mic. So many people are duped by the society, the setup of Babylon, and it's been very, very hard to reach them. And though the ancient truth is brought and placed before them, they show such disrespect and dishonor for our Elohim. It makes me so sick and angry. It's a sickening feeling to know that Elohim is watching this person right now, and after everything that Elohim is going through and trying and making decisions to give more time and try to help each person individually to get to the point of really realizing who Elohim is, and then to see them turn around and spit in their faces. I have had enough. And quite frankly, it makes a clear point to us that these people are not interested. They believe in what they believe, and it makes no sense to have people working and laboring in righteousness to reach people who don't care. Wow. And more than that, they would rather lynch you, kill you, destroy you, just like it was in the old days. It's no different from in the time when Yahushua walked the earth. And it is a major wake-up call for us who are hoping for more to come to Elohim. There are those who have that humble disposition. I mean, truly humble. You see, it have a fake humility, yeah? The one that people put on for while you're watching them. And the way they're doing things, they do it in a way to appear humble, right? But true humility comes from the heart. Where they're willing to be vulnerable to Elohim. Not anybody else. They're creators. They're willing to be vulnerable to them, i.e. to trust them with all of their heart. They have had a desire all along for righteousness, and they are aware that they are nothing without Elohim. A lot of people, they think they could have Elohim in their back pocket and continue to strive in their own ways, not obeying Elohim and doing what they want. You're not preparing for a life in heaven. Eternal life in heaven with Elohim is with a family where all the children are obedient to their divine parents. In this world, we were given the opportunity, being in the flesh, of having free will. And if anything I learned from having free will, it taught me that I need to have Elohim's will rather than my own as my priority. Because if I am using my own will, meaning doing what I want, I will hurt so many people. I will not know the needs of others that I could have met in some small way, or avoided hurting people by me pursuing what I want. Elohim thinks of the entire kingdom, the universe. There is more than just this earth. and everybody in it for them to be concerned about. And they think of the kingdom and all its citizens as a whole. What is best for the kingdom? And in this world, I see the chaos and the harm that can come from everybody doing what they want and having that narrow view and perspective of life. It makes no sense having an eternal existence like that, because that is not going to ensure continuity at all. So, I look and I observe that there are people who hold on to their pride. It's so foolish to hold on to your pride. It's foolish. It will do nothing for you but make you poor. If you love pride, you're a poor man, you're a poor woman, you're a poor girl, you're a poor boy. Very, very, very poor. I don't care if you have 10 mansions, 10 yachts, if you own an island. It matters not. If you have no true humility for righteousness and truth, no love of it, no humility toward your creators, this is really hard to bear. So, I'm sharing in the hopes that people will really wake up and realize their disposition right now. Are you really engaging in on the path of righteousness so that you could become fit for eternity in heaven, an eternal life? You want to live the way you're living for the rest of your life? The decisions that you are making, the problems you're running into continually, the patterns, bad habits, why not make a clear change? Choose righteousness, and the only way you can fulfill righteousness is through your obedience to Elohim. Elohim has given us a gift in Archangel Samuel. We can go to him for divine counsel from Elohim, because they will speak directly to us from him, so that they don't force us to do anything. If you choose to obey, then it makes sense for them to continue to help you. If you don't obey, they have to wait for you to realize how much it costs you to do what you want, because they will just allow you to experience the consequences, as they will still allow you to experience the consequences of your own choices, and especially disobedience. That is not tolerable. Okay, that won't get you far, and anyone around you will suffer with you. Anyone under your care, they will tend to suffer with you. So unless they are being obedient to Elohim, then Elohim will make a way for them. Is everyone still able to hear me well? So what I can tell you, what I have learned, I am safe and secure when I seek to go at Elohim's space. If they tell me something, I value and cherish it, because that is they're guiding me forward. It's not wasted words. They would tell me what I really need to know or hear in order to keep my path straight. And if I were to face any dilemma on that path, they would protect me. They would bail me out because I was obedient to them. I will not suffer any loss that they can't restore, and they will restore if I was obedient to them. You see, it's not just about us. Sometimes if Elohim wants you to show their love to somebody, you may not understand what I'm saying. And in fact, I know you don't understand what I am saying. People don't know what true love is about. But I will tell you plainly, if I could sum it up in one word, true love is about sacrifice. Sometimes, so I will not talk about that because most people don't know about it at that level. So what I would say is, most people, when they think about love and loving, they think about only people they know, and or that they have spoken to, maybe, and things like that. We generally, as children of Elohim, we have a desire to reach the world for them. But in Christianity, they sort of messed with that. They think they try to reach people for themselves, meaning they draw people unto themselves. Can I get any feedback at all as to... Oh, I'm now getting some feedback. Okay. Shalom, Brother Kareem. Thank you for the feedback, Sister Rosa. And Sister Amanda Williams. Okay, so I'm saying to you, you need to overcome your basic level of understanding in terms of what true love really is. If you are not acknowledging and accepting the truth, then you cannot fulfill true love. It is impossible. You cannot lie to yourself. You cannot deceive yourself. I'm hearing a noise in the background. I wonder if I could drop that. Is that better? All right. Mightn't be worthwhile. Okay, so if you want to fulfill true love, you have to trust Elohim. That means give your whole heart to them to do their will. There might be people in my life that I grew up with or raised, and I would have a particular affection and affiliation with them. But I can tell you, when I came to the knowledge of Elohim, I understood that I needed to give up my so-called rights to these people, to these relationships. I needed to give up my right to all of it and surrender it to Elohim, so that Elohim can use me while I'm in the flesh to do their will. So people who I have a relationship with, who may be familiar with me in a certain way, they might expect something from me, meaning a particular response or they tend to want to make demands on you. That's what people do in relationships, right? They make demands on one another. But if you are walking in the love of Elohim, you understand that you cannot do that. And you also understand that you cannot allow other people to do that to you either. You also would learn that you must let people bear the responsibility for their own choices if they have rejected divine counsel from Elohim. You love them, but they have free will. And if they use their free will to not just disobey, which is the worst act, but to not trust, okay, then you have to let them learn from their mistakes. Let them learn. And if they refuse to come to the understanding, I don't mean they're not understanding. Elohim is patient and they give people chances, a lot of chances. But when somebody refuses, especially outright, you need to understand, you need to step back. Let Elohim use you. And sometimes the way Elohim will use you to reach someone is to withhold you from them. Because they think that because they have a certain relationship with you, that they could make or continue to make the usual demands. But the truth is, if I am a servant of Elohim, I don't work for you. I work for Elohim. You might not like when I say something or choose to not say something. You may not like it. But I am not here to please you. I am making these statements. This is the truth for me. It ought to be the same for all persons. We are not here to please one another. We are here to please our Elohim who loves us, and out of their love they direct us in a certain way so that we then would be able to fulfill true love toward one another. Because if everybody is loving their own way, you can well imagine some people will be very deprived. Because the way some people show love, is not really beneficial. But we could trust Elohim to direct us in fulfilling their love toward others. So the best thing that I know of instances for some people, the best thing they could do to show the love of Elohim. So you see, love, remember I was saying, true love is about sacrifice. Sometimes in order to reach someone, you have to let them understand now what are the consequences of their choices. So if I know someone and I share the ancient truth to them and they reject the ancient truth and they reject Elohim and they set up their own ideal before me and they want me to have my own as well, I'm patient with that person until I can sense clearly that they have rejected. Once they have rejected, I understand that I need to separate myself from them. Because as long as they are thinking like that, they will be continually sabotaging me, sabotaging my walk, trying to undermine me, trying to and it would not be them, it would be the enemy working through them, because the enemy would love to gain a closer access to us. And if we allow them to do this through people we are familiar with, then you will eventually lose out, because this is how it happens many times. And I see people making the same mistakes over and over, meaning different people now making the same mistake. And it's only now that I'm in Elohim I could see it so clearly. If I didn't hold fast to the ancient truth, I too would have taken it lightly and not be able to foresee the trap of the enemy. But if I am supposed to be a certain place, even if it's in spirit, in prayer, in thought, to Elohim, having a certain consideration, because Elohim is trying to get my attention for something in particular, but I allow a voice to be in my ear or to have access to me, they could come and literally fully distract me away from that. And I will never accomplish or grasp what Elohim was trying to show me. You will not be able to execute what Elohim was trying to bring to your attention. You will not do it. And it's not that the person is responsible. That person who is being a voice for the enemy, who make themselves available for the enemy, they may not be fully aware. So what we need to understand, that it is a spiritual matter, it's a spiritual thing. The enemy has created the system of Babylon, i.e. the brainwashing of the people through the system of schools and the education, I should say. The religions are a major part of brainwashing and division from before people are born. That division exists to keep the people divided and from being able to discover the truth about their enemies who have enslaved them. So they have an illusion of being free to do what they want, but they don't realize that the enemy has brainwashed them, and place them in a box, and tell them, it's real freedom when you could take the money you have and buy what you want. That's what they tell them real freedom is. But what you need, you can't necessarily get that. They give you, they set up businesses that only they profit from, and you have to work for them, and then you could take your money and buy anything that they have produced from your labor, so, and you think you have freedom. I can't tolerate this world anymore. So you see, when the words of Elohim, through their only divine messenger and gift to us, Archangel Samuel, is coming to pass, we rejoice, because we have been laboring in the vineyard and waiting and hoping for a good harvest, and getting, especially, the truth is, Archangel Samuel is the one at the front lines, facing all the attacks and mockery. And he knows, he can tell you, because Elohim will direct him. He can tell you who to stay away from, who to separate yourself from, in terms of people you're trying to reach. You're trying to reach them, but this is their response. He can help you. He can direct you what to do in order to secure yourself, because the truth is, if you allow yourself to be around voices that are mouthpieces for Lucifer, if you are allowing it, it's just a matter of time before you lose your footing and you walk off that narrow path. So what I would say is, you need to be stronger. Be stronger. Trust Elohim more. It's time that the enemy see that you're not vulnerable to him and his schemes anymore through people that are familiar with you and have always had access to you. You need to take that stand. You need to shut the doors to those who have rejected Elohim, because you must understand that sometimes it's a really hard thing to see that people you have invested a lot in, to let them go. But I have learned, I don't care. Yes, I may have invested a lot in them, and if that is the case, then I could be glad that I did do that. So then they are without excuse, i.e. they have enough knowledge and information and enough of my time trying to help them to understand, or giving them the ancient truth. They need to bite and run with it for themselves. If they love anybody, I can't see how people could reject the ancient truth and still claim that they'll have love. It's not possible, because when I come to know the ancient truth, I wanted everybody to have this opportunity. And when I see people get the opportunity to know the ancient truth, and the words that come out of their mouth, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve. They just need to remain in their filth, because they don't know the sacrifices and what it cost for you to be able to come to that understanding, to share it with them, and all the sacrifices that Elohim and their divine angels, the archangels and the divine messenger is making to deliver this truth, to hold it intact. You could only hold it intact if you are working on your obedience. And that is a priority to you. So that once you are trying to attain a certain mark, of course, every time you go out, you'll be grazed. Every time you go out of bounds, you'll be grazed. And I need to come in a little more from the left side, because I'm hanging over a little too much on that side. You understand? So you learn why, because you will be looking at your own life, and you learn why you was too much over the edge, and you correct yourself and say, I can't allow that to happen, because that made no sense. I was told what to do. It was made clear to me. I mean, I had a dream or whatever. However, Elohim communicated it to you through Archangel Samuel, and they showed me what their will was, but I did not make sure to do that, and that left me a bit exposed. So I can't do that anymore. I have to make sure that I align myself right and be ready to obey and willing, okay, not begrudgingly, because these are our parents. Quite frankly, if we don't love them, we will not do things the right way, because they don't really want anything from us unless we love them, because that is the reward of their labor of love. Any parent, and to love somebody, you must understand them. To love Elohim, remember, their ways are above ours. We have to forsake our own will so that we could be fully yielded and moldable to Elohim's will, so that we will always be in Elohim's corner. We could be around anybody, people who know us well, people who don't know us at all, and if Elohim tell us something, that's what we will do, regardless of what anyone else around us who thinks they know us tells us. We will obey Elohim, and by this we show the real authority of the kingdom, because Elohim doesn't want to have to enforce the authority by bringing destruction. But when people are constantly a lot of people are not coming we need to learn how to really stand with Elohim and trust them. It doesn't mean you have to be you don't have to think of it. Simply just obey them. Just obey them, and you will see for yourself why Elohim tell you something. I was very patient for years with a relative of mine. I felt sorry for them because I understood in part that, at least I thought, they had problems, fell and hit their head, different things like that, when they were small, or they came out the womb blue, so they think that some lack of oxygen caused the death of some brain cells and stuff like that. So this is real stuff. I thought, well, I always had a little pity. So I was always extra patient. But then I wasn't seeing that this person was always working against me. They were very subtle with it. So I just obeyed one instruction: lock my gate, change the lock so that that person can't come at all. And I did that, and it wasn't easy for me in terms of my understanding. I felt really nervous because at the time I and the person was talking kindly to each other. But when I obeyed Elohim, I saw the devil in that person manifest. It started very in small bits, and then I realized, wait, why this person doing this? I thought it's as if they want to dominate me. Um, and then eventually it became clear to me that that person was after me a long time. They could not overcome me, but they were waiting for something to happen to me. You know, they are a coward, and cowards, they wait for a vulnerable moment to attack you, and their attacks can be very subtle. In my instance, one of my attacks was I relied on that person to get me a bottle of drinking water, and in a time of dire need, I relied on that person to bring that for me. I was very, very, very ill, and I could have died, and would have died, except because Elohim was watching over me. You see, Elohim is watching over all the people who are theirs in the earth, as well as those who need them. Even if they were praying to Allah or Jesus, which these are idols. You know, Elohim didn't allow them to die. You know, haven't you noticed so many videos they capture on going through your feed of people miraculously escaping impact from a vehicle or approaching deadly object like a boulder, landslides, groups of people being spared from landslides and things like that. Haven't you noticed that? You need to understand this is the work of Elohim and their angels. They have always been watching over humanity to preserve us, because we have enemies. They have always invested themselves to do this, and this is why it's so hard now that they come in to try to wake us up, i.e. awaken us, tell us the truth that, you know, we are your divine creators, and who you think, what you believe in religions, all of these things are made up. They are lies, construed, stolen from the past, some of it, in order to create a deception. So they must give you some truth. And so I'll take that opportunity to mention that the Bible used to be 33% truth. And I'm sure it's less than that now, because the Bibles have been rewritten again and again and again and again and again. So then the truth you think you know is really just fabricated deceptions to that it's done in such a way to blind you. So even though you're told the truth, you can't grasp it. It's like I'm looking to see the truth explained to fit a certain frame, but it's not fitting in that frame. You're telling me when you tell me the divine truth, it can't fit in the frame that I was taught. See? Excuse me. So what happens is if you don't make a commitment to Elohim, you will struggle and continue to struggle until you make that commitment to truly be theirs, all theirs. So anybody who thought they knew me, you knew me as what? Whatever relationship. I am not that in truth anymore. I have that title or position in the scheme of things where our lives have been connected here on the earth, but you don't own me and I don't owe you anything. I owe Elohim everything. I want to do right by everybody, but quite frankly, I cannot foresee on my own. I cannot foresee the future. I don't really know what your true need is gonna be and things like that. And I am not the one that you are supposed to be depending on. You are supposed to be depending on Elohim. So to grow in the love of Elohim, you have to learn how to put people off to stand on their own 2 feet. And not to be dependent on you for things that they need to be dependent on Elohim for, because you'll be responsible in part for having spoiled them or not given them that opportunity to be strengthened in the areas where they're weak or to grow. So, this is the way we were really supposed to raise our children. It really is different from the ways of the world, which teach us to baby them. And the religion especially. If you don't meet their demands, you don't love them. That's what they tell you. And they make it look so basic. Oh, it's just this they want or just that. And if you don't do it, it looks like you don't love them. So here what? Unless you release yourself from the grips of this world on our mentality, release yourself. I don't care if people think I don't like or I don't love somebody whom, in their view, I should do this for them or do what they want. No, I don't care what they think. I can't afford that. This is not my world. I make myself available to Elohim, and if I care about somebody, I could pray to Elohim and ask Elohim to direct and help them. But if that person, the enemy choose to use that person to target me, I would need to separate myself. I can't be too worried about what they think about it. No. I need to be obedient. And because Elohim, if I obey Elohim, then the enemy cannot use them in that way against me. I have a better chance with them. I have a better chance, not one-on-one. But when they see me take a stand, they realize for themselves, this really matters to this person. It really matters. How at first they will talk against you, but they will understand that this is really important to you. And when they realize that what all the efforts to come in the usual way would not work, then the enemy wouldn't be able to use them anymore. Sometimes the best chance you could give some people is to just let them go. I'm not hearing any feedback. My last message was from Sister Rosa. Is anyone else hearing me? I can't move from. I need another headset. Is anyone? Let me see. I'm gonna have to do something here. I'm gonna try to see. Okay, we have 7 people on the line. Okay, I see Brother Kareem. Right, I see. Right. Okay, good. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Excuse me. So, I am sharing to you the reality of what it means to walk in true love. True love is tough love. Okay? True love is tough love. You can't be weak. I.e., you can't weaken that hold or that stance, because the enemy will seek to step in. In the moment he glimpses the slightest weakness in you, he will advance. That's the truth. So once you learn Elohim's ways, you stick to it. I take a position that I wouldn't even, if Elohim don't really tell me to do something, talk to somebody or reach out to somebody, talking in the physical, not online and stuff, but certainly online too. But once they reach out to me, I know I am to help them. But if Elohim tells me no, that person isn't serious, then I wouldn't waste my time. I just move on. So because I understand that my love is not what they need. My love is not meaning the love that was cultivated in the flesh is not beneficial to anybody. It's not even beneficial to me. So I am not going to fool myself to think I could love somebody better than Elohim. That's really that'll be stupid. So I hope that this share would be a help and is a blessing to some of you in dealing with maybe relationships that you still are dealing with. Take your stand in Elohim always. You mustn't appear soft to the enemy. They will move in. The enemy will move against you. And I'm speaking of Lucifer and his hordes. They will move against you. You need to take a strong stand. Just obey Elohim and trust them, and they will back you up.
You're
So yeah, brothers and sisters, we are live, just looking to play the other half of this live. Alright, so yeah, brothers and sisters, we are still live right about now, and Yeah, we are just waiting for certain music to play and stuff like that, so that you can have a better understanding of what is really going on per se. Right? So yeah, brothers and sisters, we are live. Make sure to share this live. Because what I'm about to show you all is mind-blowing, actually mind-blowing. So make sure and share this live, and see you on the other side. Right, so let's get some people to share this live. And of course, you see, I brought the sun down there. I did use the sun to, use the clouds up here to cover the sun so that I could have a little shade. Right? So let's get the worship going. Sometimes it's kind of hard.
Forever he is faithful. Already you tested his faithfulness even this week. Hallelujah. Our heart is full of gratitude for the faithfulness of the Lord.
Prepare the way, make straight the path for. Let the King of Glory enter in. Let the King of Glory enter. Who is this King of Glory? The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord mighty to save. The earth is full of His glory. Praise Him, prepare the way. His love endureth forever. His power is without end. His strength is victorious treasure. All who call on Him. Deep, yeah, brothers and sisters. Are you ready? Are you ready for the catching away? Are you ready for the catching away? Are you ready? Are you ready? Prepare the way. Make straight the path for Him. Let the King of Glory enter in. King of Glory enter in. Who is this King of Glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty to save. The earth is full of His glory. Creation calls, prepare the way. 2 hours live. His victorious treasure. And all who call on Him, prepare the way. Hallelujah. Let the King of Glory come in now, as He's about to make His entrance onto this life. Let the King of Glory enter in. Hey. Woo. Say, let the King of Glory enter in. Shalom to you, Sister Karen. To all my brothers, to all my sisters. Very soon we will depart this wicked earth. Very soon we will depart. Yeah! Remember I told you all, brothers and sisters, there must be a major destruction for the rapture to happen. I told you all that. I told you all that. As the scroll continues to unravel, or as the scroll continues to unfold, yes, the veil is removed already. But the veil that I speak of is the spiritual veil. The veil that is over your eyes. Yes, that veil. The spiritual veil, which will allow you to see the kingdom of God, to see the kingdom of the New Jerusalem, as there will be another solar eclipse very soon, and 4 blood moons. Very soon there will be 4 blood moons and 1 solar eclipse. So yeah, we are live. Invite. Hallelujah. Yeah, brothers and sisters, we are live. Love, prepare the way. And saying, and you said that I never said the rapture will happen on the 21st. I never said that. I did not say, you know what, the rapture will happen on the 21st. What was the words I used on that day? I didn't say anything about the rapture going to happen on the 21st. People going around spreading bad rumors, because you know why? Because of their heart, because their heart is wicked and dark, right? So people go around spreading bad rumors on me, of course, saying that I didn't say anything that the rapture is going to happen on the 21st of August. I said if it's Yah's will, that it will happen. If it doesn't happen, well then it doesn't happen, because Yah sees that, you know, he will add a little extra time to see maybe if he will win some more souls for the kingdom. And that is words that I said on that day. I didn't say anything about any rapture going to happen on that day. So these people need to stop spreading bad rumors, right? Stop spreading bad rumors. And yeah, if you just cuss, I just cuss too, because I realize people disrespecting me, you know, actually disrespecting me and thing, and cussing too. But I just cuss too, I just cuss. Yeah, I just cuss, right? I am very straightforward. And many of you don't know God. You don't know Yah. And Yah does cuss too, you know. Don't think Yah don't cuss. Don't think Michael don't cuss. Don't think Raphael don't cuss. Don't think Gabriel don't cuss. Don't think Emmanuel don't cuss. Don't think the Holy Spirit don't cuss. You all don't know nothing about the triune family. If you know about the family, then you wouldn't put them in a box and have them shut away in a box. You all don't know one shit. Especially the sky watchers. They friggin' brainwash. They continue to brainwash other people on their page. You know what? This will all end very soon. You know, this will all, when Yellowstone erupts, this will all end. Don't worry. Yellowstone ain't no good and faithful to this world. It's because of Imaya and Yahuwah and Yahushua mercy that has been still shown because of one person holding back this whole thing, because when Elijah comes in September, Eliyahu comes on September the 23rd. What does that say? If Yahuwah says that Elijah is coming in September, what does that say? Brainwash people. A lot of brainwashed people on Facebook, and they keep spreading the fake news, the propaganda from hell, right? And then they say, no, I didn't friggin' say anything about any rapture going to happen on the 21st. Go somewhere else with that bullshit. You didn't hear that from me. That is the problem, That is the problem with these Christians. They friggin' brainwash. And then they say, you know what? Now we are brainwash. You brainwash. Yeah? And drinking heavy fluoride. And smoking chemtrails. That's what we're going on with these. They're going on with these brainwash fools. Because they think they know the Most High. The brainwash. You know, it's all about hate with these sky watchers. All of them, all sky watchers, all of them, they don't know one shit. All sky watchers, I don't care who the ass you are. All sky watchers don't know shit. All they know is what NASA tell them. And that is what they're living with. They're living with shit. They're posting shit. They're posting rubbish. All these sky watchers. And I want them to come on my live and contest, man. I want these sky watchers to come out. I know y'all have been listening to my live now. Come out and talk all this shit. Right? Come out and talk shit. Right? I'll continue with this Nibiru shit. This Planet X shit. This Nemesis system shit. Brown grass shit. Jupiter shit. All this shit that NASA tell you. NASA continue to paste shit all over your face. Cover your eyes with shit too. And you're still not waking up. Oh, you call yourself awakened. You ain't awakened yet. You ain't awakened as shit. You ain't awakened. You ain't awakened. You're still friggin' in your slumber. Oh, you awakened since 2006. Oh, you awakened since 2012. But you know one shit still. Shame on you. Shame on these figures. Shame. Shame on these sky watchers on them. What they say, yeah, Marvin, you just come live to you just go live to blast me. Yes, I blasted all their ass straight back to hell. Because I don't know one shit about the kingdom. All they continue to spread propaganda and lies against the kingdom. No, no more. All those in the ark, and all those who are outside of the ark will be destroyed. And that is a promise. Oh, you think you know God? You don't know God. You don't know God. Or somebody call God. Because if you have a relationship with the true triune eternal family, then you will understand their love. But you know what? All they brainwash. Somebody need to speak up. Somebody needs to speak up against these brainwash cults on them out there. These brainwash groups on Facebook. And they continue to make more and more and more and more groups. Brainwashing people over bullshit and lies. Oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Brainwash our souls. Brainwash. Oh, you know, I's a messenger, you know, because you want money from people. I's a messenger, you know. I don't even have a friggin' PayPal. I don't even have a PayPal account, right? I don't even have a PayPal account. Begging friggin' people for money on Facebook and brainwashing people, right? I don't even have a PayPal account. But I have friggin' PayPal account and brainwashing people, right? PayPal account, people sending money for you, or they brainwashing people. Or they brainwashing people, taking people money and talking about you as a messenger. You know no friggin' messenger. You're nothing but a brainwashed goat. And you support the lies of the enemy. You support the lies. Oh, the Black Lives Matter and the White Lives Matter and all this shit. You're all bullshit. You're all liars. And you don't know anything about the kingdom. Nothing. Oh, you continue to support your friggin' flesh. It's about your flesh, you know. Well, I know about Nibiru. Nibiru showing up there. Planet X showing up here. Nemesis system showing up there. Yeah? Every effing thing that NASA says, all they believe. Everything. Everything. All these sellouts. Skywatchers, all these sellouts. Yeah, give all their opportunity to help us to understand about the constellations and about the heavens, but they keep spreading effing propaganda. Or they keep spreading propaganda against the creator. This is why I'm mad and angry against these sky watchers, because they continue to spread lies against the kingdom. They continue to spread lies against the kingdom of righteousness, and then they're talking about, well, we righteous, you know, we righteous. Are they friggin' righteous at all? Or they brainwash, and that's the truth. Or they brainwash, and they're going to remain friggin' brainwash. Or they're going to remain brainwash. And you see the recent eclipse, I will always remember that. That recent eclipse will always be on your heart. You know why? Because you missed that opportunity to learn the truth. You missed that opportunity to come into the ark. You missed that opportunity to bond with your creator. But you know what? That's what they choose. Or they choose to be brainwashed. Or they choose to be brainwashed and take people money. Or they have PayPal account, all kind of thing. Right? Or they have PayPal account. And telling people all his message, all his shit, right? All his shit. A true messenger of the Most High, a true messenger of the Most High, tells you the truth as it is in heaven. But you know what? They brainwash, Abba. They brainwash. You know, it comes to my attention that all skywatchers brainwash, all, because they still continue to post this BS, and it continues, you know, it continues with the bullshit. Oh, well, I see Nibiru here, I see Planet X, look, Planet X system over there, look at the news, look at there, it's the friggin' kingdom, assholes, it's the kingdom, you all keep supporting NASA and this shit, right? NASA is complete bullshit, and all who support NASA is complete rubbish. All they support bullshit, and all they believe the history that we were taught in school is real. Oh, the earth is millions of years old. You're an asshole. Oh, the earth could be millions of years old. Really stupid and foolish. Yes, Mullen, They are foolish virgins. They have no friggin' oil in their lamp. No oil whatsoever. They are empty vessels. The enemy continue to use these empty vessels, you know, to continue the propaganda and lies against the Creator. How you could call yourself? How you could call yourself a watchman? But you're watching nothing from the kingdom. You're watching this. You continue to support the deception, NASA deception. Well, you know what? You know what? I don't know if you ever heard this voice before, but if you ever hear this voice, you know what? Well, you know, if the recent solar eclipse was fake, you're an asshole. Or the recent solar eclipse was fake. Any sky watcher who listening to this live, could you tell me how the this eclipse was fake? How it was fake? I want to know how it was fake. Tell me how this was fake. Right? And I wouldn't believe in your shit either, because I don't listen to men. Right? I don't listen to mankind and this shit. Right? I want to know how the recent solar eclipse was fake. How the ass had become fake. Oh, this is, well, you know, the prophecy that you spoke. Marvin is this, Marvin is that. Get your ass out here on this life and come and oppose me. You're talking behind my back. And I think, well, you know what? Well, he don't know what's going on, and we can talk behind your back. Hey, I know every friggin' thing, you know. Don't think me know nothing, you know. Don't think me know nothing, you know. Don't think me know who bad talking me and who that be talking behind my back. I know all those who be talking behind my back. Right? I know all those who be talking behind my back. So don't think
I just want to make one interjection, one small interjection. The eclipse that Archangel Samuel is referring to here is not the recent claim of an eclipse on July 7th or 2nd. Yeah, that one was fake, right? This is the eclipse from the year before. I think it's 2 years before, 2017. All right. So just want to make that very clear. This is a pre-recorded live, so it's not referring to the eclipse on July 2nd. Okay.
Don't know who you are, right? Don't think I don't know who you are. You think you ain't tell me? Or you're playing the saint, you know? You're playing a saint because you know about Hebrew. You're a jackass. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Oh, what Marvin is saying is wrong. He brainwashed. You know what? He blind. He don't know nothing about the kingdom. You don't know nothing about the freaking kingdom. Because you refuse to learn. Because your knowledge that you receive is from NASA. You go perish with them. Don't worry. You go perish with NASA, because I only believe in shit, right? But when the truth is being told to you, you brush it off as a lie. Yeah. And they continue, and the Christians and them, oh, because they see a cross in the sky. You know? A cross appeared in the sky, and the Christians and them went mad. They gone crazy because a friggin' cross appeared during the solar eclipse. A cross appeared and they gone mad. They gone mad because a friggin' cross, which is witchcraft, appeared in the sky. They say, you know what? That's a sign from God. That's a sign. That's a sign. Jesus showed me a sign. Jesus is an asshole too. Because you know why Jesus is an asshole? Because Jesus is fake. The whole concept of Christianity is fake. Jehovah's Witness, Hindu, Baptist, Buddhist, Christian, what? It are all sorts of religion, all kind of religion. The way all the enemies set up this system. When I say the way all the enemies set up this system to Reza, meaning the way all the enemies set up this system is to continue to blind humanity. Blind them. The science is right in front of them. This sign is right in front of them boldly. But you know what? They decide, you know what? F that. We reject the true creator. We reject the true creator, and we will exalt a fake one. A one that do even exist, and a one that is the oppressor. Well, you know what? We'll continue to serve, right? We continue to serve the enemy as long as we live. He's a jackass, you know that? You know he's a jackass, Christians? You know that? Oh, you serve Yahuwah. You serve Yahuwah and Yahusha. That is not my God. My God is Yahushua. My God is Imaya. Oh, they say Imaya is a what? They say Imaya is a, they say Imaya is a demoness. They say Imaya is this. You all ever see? They speak all sorts of lies against Imaya, the true Holy Spirit. And they think she gonna forgive you. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. I tell you that I could beat my chest today. I could beat my chest. I want to hear me beating my freaking chest. Yeah. I can tell you today, Imaya is going to send a lot of them to hell. A lot of them is going to hell. Oh, Imaya is a hoe too. Yeah, they even call Imaya a hoe. They call Imaya. They call Imaya a hoe. Let's imagine that, eh? They have no respect for the kingdom. No respect. And then let's say, always serving God. Always hypocrites. Always hypocrites. Effing crits. Always hypocrites. Oh, pretending to have a form of godliness, but still denying Imaya. Always an abomination. Always an abomination, Christians. All Christians, the abomination. And I want you to come on this live. Come on this live and oppose me. Come on this live. You're talking me, I'm a effing back. Come. You're talking me, I'm a back. Right, to other brainwashed Christians on Facebook and trying to turn many away from the truth. Come and oppose me. I don't know effing cult. This is not a look, don't let me cuss here. Don't let me cuss here. I'll get me angry. Right? This is not no cult. I'm not in no friggin' cult. Right? You come on my page and you talk your shit. Right? Come and face me. Come and friggin' face me. With your brainwashed ass. Come and face me. You think you know the creator? You think you know the creator, but what will happen to Texas? You know what going to happen to Texas will be 10 times worse what will happen to New York. Right? What is coming to New York? What is going to happen to Brazil? What is going to happen to the Caribbean and all parts of the earth? It will be 10 times worse. 10 times worse. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You brainwash. Oh yeah, I brainwash? Come out here, you jackass. Let me talk. You're so claim to know, Abba. You're so claim to have a relationship with the Creator. Come out. Come out. Come out, you jackasses. Come out. Come out. You're talking me, I'm a friggin' back. Come out. I know you're listening to my life. Come out. Pretending to be holy. All you pretenders, you're pretending to know my Father, but yet still you're pretending to know my Father, but you're rejecting Imaya, you're rejecting Abba. I told you all already. Once you reject one, then you reject all, because if you reject the son will reject you, the mother will reject you. Yeah, and they continue to exalt, they continue to insult Imaya, they continue to insult wisdom. And they say, well, we know everything about the kingdom. We know everything about the kingdom. You don't know one shit about the kingdom. Because you lack discernment and understanding. Serve Elohim. You don't know Elohim. It's still in your flesh. You don't know Elohim, because if you know Elohim, the triune eternal family, you'll respect them. The world has no respect for God. The world don't respect God anymore. The world don't even fear God anymore. And that includes all the Christians, all the brainwashed idiot sky watchers. The world don't fear the Most High anymore. The fear of the Lord is not in their hearts, or the fear of wisdom is not in their hearts either. The world do not love God. The world hate God. They hate God to the extent that they don't even want nothing to do with righteousness. See his eyes there? Very mad and angry. See him here? Your holy name on come out of your flesh and you will understand the ways of the kingdom. Stay in your flesh, you will perish. And lies a promise. Stay in your friggin' flesh, you will perish. Call yourself holy. You're not fucking holy. You're not holy. You're not holy. You upset me. Like an upset stomach. Continue to talk shit. Your holy name. See what happened when the sun made our sun is going to merge. It's going to merge, and it's going to merge right there. It's going to merge right there. Right there is going to merge. Please don't tell me to calm down. You know how angry Abba is right now? You know how angry Abba is right now? If we wasn't on earth right now, he would, destruction would have been happening right now, eh? Destructions would have been happening right now, eh? But because we're here, we have to keep grieving for these jackasses. Because he can't do what we want yet. Because he don't want to destroy us. He don't want to destroy us. By bringing destruction upon this world, right now could actually end the harvest. And you don't want that. Right now, harvest going on right now. Harvest going on right now, right? And those who in the ark of safety, they are blessed. And all those who are outside of the ark, last time I don't please anymore. Stay outside of the ark, the damn ass. Stay outside of the ark. I know these Christians and them, they worship the music that the music that they use to worship the Lord. It's an abomination. You don't even like your worship. Christians, the Lord don't love your worship. Your worship is an abomination to him. He says that you don't love your worship. You're worshiping to your God. You're worshiping to your idol. You're worshiping to your flesh. You're worshiping for your desire. Your desire is not in the Lord. Your desire is not to worship them. Your desire is not to praise them. May the wrath and indignation of Yah be poured out today, not only upon Texas, but the entire world. Because what is going to happen to the world is actually an example of what is going to happen to Texas. So, what happened to Japan? Or what happened to Hong Kong? Monday or Tuesday, I think it's Tuesday. What happened to Hong Kong? I say Hong Kong. What happened to Hong Kong? Concerning the typhoon that hit them, it was a category 10 storm. And I told you all that the categories will rise and that the magnitudes will rise. Well, guess what? The magnitudes start to rise. The earthquake magnitude start to rise. As you can see, Abba right there. Let's take a screenshot. If you've seen it, blurry, say something. Right? Say something. Right? If you see it, if you're not seeing them well and you're looking pixelated, say something. Right? Because I can't know if you're seeing or you're not seeing. This is the Maya here. And she disappear. Or she coming back. Do you see the eyes appearing somewhere up there? But you can see the lips down there. A lot of them is homosexual. A lot of homosexual Facebook people. A lot of homosexual pastors. A lot of homosexual prophets on Facebook. The homosexuality. Right? That's why the world doesn't spin, jackasses. The world don't spin. Only believe in lies. This live only for 2 hours. Yeah. May the true soldiers of Yah. May the true soldiers of Yah stand up for righteousness. May the true soldiers of Yah stand up for righteousness. May the true soldier of Yah stand up for righteousness. Shall the true soldiers of Yah arise, arise in righteous judgment. Arise in this hour, true soldiers of Yah, because you have been given your weapon, you have been given your armor, and you have given the key to destroy the enemy. March. Raise up an army. Nahuda, prophesying to this tribe, live again, live again. What's the happen to typhoon? What happened to Hong Kong? Was just a coincidence? Listen, I didn't see destruction yet, but you see at least 75% of the wrath of Elohim. Live to different dimensions, yes. Live again. Those who are asleep, those in. See Abba there? See his rod? His rod? Take screenshots. Raise up an army, raise up an army, raise up an army from the depths of the earth. Raise up an army, raise up an army, raise up an army of worshippers. Raise up an army, raise up an army, raise up an army from the depths of the earth. See Yahushua there? See his mouth and his beard? Of worshippers, arise! Yeah! What's flying is an angel, Kiva. That's an angel flying there. Raise up an army, raise up an army from the depths of the earth. Arise! Yeah! We are alive! of Yah. As you can see Yahushua with the crown on his head. Breathe life again to these dry bones. And a lion, yes, Sister Jenny. You see the lion, right? Breathe life again to these dry bones. Eyes, everything. See eyes there? These sky watchers, they claim to know my Father, but their heart is so far from righteousness. And we know who God is. No, I don't know who God is. Because if you know who God is, you will obey Him. But you know what? I'll lukewarm and brainwash. Yeah, Yakiva, there's an angel there. As you can see the wing expand all up there. There's the wing come down here. There's the other part of his wing on this side. You're not seeing that, right? See the eyes of the angel. And there's a wing up there. On Facebook recording my life, so I don't know what is going to happen. If Facebook sees so much interest in my life, how come these blasted sky watchers don't see interest in the sacrifices they are making? I don't hide behind a religion to say what I have to say, so don't think so. Are you ready? The raptor is still coming. There's these jackasses who say it will never happen. Well, they will see it will happen, and the ass could be remain here. Are you ready for the rapture, rapture, rapture? Are you ready? Abba said he's too upset to speak, Sister Jenny. Hopefully he might come and speak to us. Are you ready for the rapture? And salvation will see that salvation come from Zion. Are you ready for the catching? Now wait. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, Nerima? Are you ready, Sister Kiva? Are you ready, Beverly? Are you ready, Ranata? Are you ready, Eliyahu? Are you ready, Sister Jenny? Are you ready, Sister Karen? Are you ready, all the Lex? Are you ready? Are you ready? We are ready for the rapture. We are ready for the catching. Now wait. Salvation comes from Zion. Salvation comes from Zion. With your whole eyes that the veil has been removed by your power, Yahuwah. Yeah. That's all. Are you ready? Are you ready for the rapture? Are you ready for the catching on? Wait. Are you ready for the rapture? Are you ready for the catching on? Wait. Are you ready? Are you ready, sister? Are you ready? Are you ready, brothers? Are you ready? Are you ready, sisters? Are you ready? Are you ready for the rock? Yeah, we are live. 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 Yeah, we are live
Okay, so I wanted to step in now and mention that a lot of people are getting their knowledge from corrupt sources. All the sources for knowledge on the earth is corrupt. Please note this. All the sources available are corrupt except Elohim's only divine messenger. This is why Elohim painstakingly made this possible, to send their own into the earth to deliver the ancient truth to humanity, so that humanity can awaken to the real truth of their creators and discover who they are. The knowledge, whenever, so let me help you to understand what happened to you. If you think so let me just say hi to a few visitors to my life today. Welcome. I am glad you are here, and I hope you will learn from Archangel Samuel surely, and from this live, because everything I'm teaching you I learned from him, and Elohim gave confirmation. So welcome to you, Shaquille O'Connor, Mr. Lon, welcome, Massa Lon. Okay, so let me help you to understand what happened. Every time, so let me start from the beginning. The ancient truth was hidden from humanity by the fallen angels. The fallen angels are referred to as different names in different religions that the enemies have created for humanity to get lost in, to lose their way and lose track of their divine creators. You have to understand that even the science is a religion. It is another religion they created to replace the reality of a creator. Okay, so Darwinism and so on will fit right in with science. All right, so that is the religion of atheists, right? Okay, and Big Bang theory is all rubbish. Anything they could do to capture your mind. So even though people are smart enough to know to stay out of religion, kudos to them, but to say there is no creator, no divine creator, they're gone overboard. They stopped searching. They shouldn't have. Okay, so now humanity has no excuse because the ancient truth has been delivered to them. In the past, what they did is they stole the ancient truth, which was known to everybody, but they needed to remove the knowledge of it from the face of the earth. It was one of the main reasons why the language, the English language, was created. So a lot of people in this day and time, these end times, they have no clue of any ancient text. They don't know a lot because everything they know was tailored to suit what the fallen angels want them to think. So those who live in the East and are exposed to certain Eastern religions, they would have more information than the people who live in the West, because as the Bible was created to go along with a plan to just trapped. They didn't know which religion would end up superior. They didn't know. They just needed to divide the power of men, and they used religions to do it. Okay? So all the deities that exist in religions, they are fallen angels. So people have been bowing down to fallen angels in all religions. If you must come to Elohim, you must forsake religion. So what the enemies have done is, when Archangel Samuel came on the scene and he started speaking of Elohim and started speaking the truth that only they knew, the fallen angels. Not even the elites have that pure knowledge. They have whatever the fallen angels agree to tell them and make them think. All right, so even the elites have a deception as well. So they are following, this world is following whatever the fallen angels want them to think. So what you need to do is, if you come to this life that is standing behind the truth that Archangel Samuel has taught, then I'm not adding, nor taking away from what he has shared. Okay, he is the only divine messenger of Elohim with the truth. When he came on the scene many years ago from now, what happened is that the enemy realized that he is going to get the attention of the masses with the truth of Elohim. So they started to push messianic mixture now of Christianity and Judaism. Judaism is a cult. Okay? I want to send a message loud and clear to those in Indonesia. You see the people in this so-called Israel, most of them are Germans, Nazis. They are not Yah's people. They are not. They are imposters. That's why you see how evil they are. They are evil people. All right? Very few there are true Israelites. Those are the true people of Yah, Israelites. And they would be people, the underdogs there, poorly treated in that land, because they will be hated by those who are imposters posing as Jews. Netanyahu and all of them stealing the names of the prophets and using it as theirs. They are people who were gathered specifically to cultivate and project an end-time deception. All right, so when they realized that Archangel Samuel was sharing the ancient truth and was exposing them for what they are, they sent out false teachers all over to teach people lies. Different cults they raised up. One is about something called the Elohim. You know, a next cult is where they spell the creator's name wrong, so that people don't really know who they are. They use the name Yahuwah to speak of the Eternal Father. That is not his name. His name is Yahuwah, and his son is Yahushua, not Yahusha. They have another deception, Yahawashi. and Yahweh. All right, now you need to understand those are all deceptions that they set out to create to fool you and to confuse you against Elohim's truth and righteousness, right? So that you will be, they know how they program you to think. So they know that when you see all these names, and do you notice Facebook put out you could put a frame over your profile picture, Yahuwah. If Facebook is supporting it, you better believe it's a nasty, stinking lie. Anything mainstream is not of righteousness. It is their deception that they are spreading and supporting, okay, on their social media platforms. So if Facebook is supporting Yahuwah, I tell you, it ain't real. It is a deception. So Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yeshua. Truth is, the only person getting worship from those names is Lucifer. Jesus, that's Lucifer. Allah, that's Lucifer. Okay? Krishna, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Durga, Fatima, Jezebel. Okay? You have to. So, we here on a platform that Archangel Samuel stands with, because it is his truth we are sharing, you're getting the divine ancient truth, and all you need to do is to pray to Elohim in earnest. Pray to the divine creators and ask them to reveal this truth to you, to confirm it to you. But I am telling you, don't take it lightly. Right? Don't be a person that is dull of heart. Okay? When you get the truth and you get confirmation, you need to act on it quickly because we are out of time. Meaning, you need to pursue a personal relationship with Elohim. Okay? Alright, so I just wanted to mention that. We can return now to our program.
A complete circle, we're going to see that now. Don't go away on this live. You're going to see a complete circle. You're going to see the throne today. It's a little bit far back because, you know. So we'll look for the rainbow to appear somewhere up there. And the rainbow is going to appear here just now. Just now the rainbow is going to appear on this side. And so that we can see a complete rainbow, which is the promise of Yahushua to all those who trust in him.
Lord, until you make Jerusalem a praise in all the earth. You have sworn it by your name. Hallelujah.
Let's remix. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Yahushua kingdom? If you're not living righteous and pure, you will not be raptured. If you're not living righteous and holy, you will not be raptured. You must be holy, you must be righteous. You must be holy, you must be righteous. If you're not holy or not righteous, you will not be taken up. If you're not holy, if you're not righteous, you need to be set apart for the glory of Elohim. But soon not still. Yahushua, Yahushua. You see, I sing this remix, and the glory of Elohim are showing forth. Are you ready for the rapture? Are you ready for the catching away? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the rapture, rapture? Are you ready for the rapture? Are you ready for the catching on? Wait. Are you ready for the rapture, rapture? Are you ready for the catching on? Wait. Are you ready? You ready? Are you ready, Sister Keisha? Are you ready? I'm thinking for the family. Hallelujah, 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 hey, hallelujah, 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 hey, hallelujah, hey, hallelujah, hey, shalom to you, Bob. Hey, hallelujah, 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 hey, hallelujah, 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 hey, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We're going to see the throne room of Elohim today. As you can see the rainbow up here on the side, there will not be silent day or night on the road. Sleep till establish your praise. Yeah, it will be no until you Yahushua will praise. Yahushua. Oh, wait till the anointing of Yah's begun. Mine eyes will see as the captive grow. If you lift up your voices, they come. And the sun is so cool, I can look straight in the sun because the sun cool. And the nations will see that salvation come from Zion. Because the rainbow represents righteousness, the rainbow represents a promise to his people, not only black Israelites. And that is where they're not understanding. Yah is not a racial man. Elohim is not racial or not racist. Because that's what the enemy created you all to believe. You all believe that. The enemy created a reality in you, that you believe that the Most High is a racist by saying that he promised that he will flood the earth again, and as a promise he will flood the earth again. As a promise he will do it. But he saw a rainbow which represents a covenant between him and his people who is righteous. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're purple skin, whether you're green skin, once you're not a clone, once you're not a Illuminati, once you're not in the Illuminati, you didn't sign away your children to the Illuminati. Well, once you are a human and you have that DNA of righteousness in you still, once you have that DNA of righteousness in you, you're not a clone, you're not ungodly, you're not unrighteous, you're not in the Illuminati, you're not in any Freemason society, you're not a Christian, you're not a Buddhist, you're not a Hindu, you're not into any cult, right? That's what that means. It doesn't mean that Yah is a racist and he only talks about it black people alone. No, he talks about all races. Yah is not a racist, right? Yah is not racist. And the Black Lives Matter and the people who just teach this bullshit, you all need to lock yourself in a friggin' cell. Lock yourself in a cell and give me the key. Let me throw it in the sea. Because you need to be locked away for the bullshit you'll be teaching people, right? Yah is not racist. Elohim is not racist, right? So when they said that it will be a covenant to all people, they mean all people, right? They mean all people. People really need to unlearn the lies. But when? When they gonna unlearn the lies? When? You must be completely surrendered to Yah. You must be completely surrendered to Yah. Yah is no racist. Oh. The Black Lives Matter, the White Lives Matter, Or they're all full of shit. The Nazis, the Nazis, the Nazis, the so-called Israelite, the so-called Hebrew Israelite cult, the Christian, the Buddhists, the Hindus, the New Agers, the Sky Watchers, all they're full of shit. That's why they're full of shit. All they're full of bullshit, right? Because all of their support is racialism. Racialism is a sin. Racialism is an abomination against the true Creator. They are righteous. You are unrighteous. You do not stand a chance entering the ark if you're unholy or if you're ungodly. If you have that kind of spirit within you, that Jezebel spirit, that warlock spirit, that ungodly spirit, that religious spirit, you will not enter heaven. Listen, Christians, you will not enter heaven if you have a religious spirit. Get that behind your thick brains. If you are not righteous, nor holy, you will not be taken in the rapture. And that is the truth. You must be fully surrendered. Fully surrendered doesn't mean going to church every Sunday and preaching to a friggin' a counterfeit savior, right? A counterfeit savior, right? Lying to people over Facebook, coming on Facebook and lying to people. No. You know, they're coming on Facebook and lying to people, pretending to be righteous. Christianity is not righteousness. Religions is not righteousness. All religions need to burn in hell. All religions need to burn in hell. All. And all of them who support religion, they too need to burn in hell. They need to catch a fire quickly. Fire needs to burn these religious fanatics, burn these religious brainwash cults. All these people in these brainwash cults, fire needs to burn them up. Because that's what they deserve. They don't deserve to enter Yahushua, New Jerusalem kingdom. They are unworthy. They are unworthy. They are unworthy to sit. They are unworthy to sit next to him or to even come before him. They are unworthy. Their garments are filthy. As for the Christians, their garments so filthy that Yahushua does hide his face from them. Yahushua does hide his face. Yahushua hiding, let's imagine, Yahushua does hide his face from these brainwashed, all these brainwashed Christians and them. You see the crown? And he said he will, those who endure till the end, let no one steal your crown. As you can see the crown right there. Let no one steal your crown. Let no pastor steal your crown. Let no so-called prophet steal your crown. Let no so-called disciple of unrighteousness steal your crown. Don't let these prophet liars steal your crown. Let no one steal your crown. Right? And because the falling away is happening. As a matter of fact, the falling away is happening since 2012. Since 2012 till now, the falling away is still happening. People still falling away. Still falling away. The falling away is still happening. Right? When Enoch comes, that is it for us. See Enoch there? Not Enoch, I mean Elijah. When Elijah comes, he ain't coming to teach all the why teaching all the year, you know. Why taking my time off to teach you all, you know? When Elijah comes, he coming to execute vengeance, execute judgment. Pour Yahuwah's wrath, his cup of indignation will be poured out. Right? Don't think Eliyahu not coming. Eliyahu coming. Elijah is coming. I ain't coming to teach all this, but you see what I say down here, you see what I say down here, and I teaching you all this and teaching you about the kingdom, spending 3-4 hours every single day on a live, teaching you all the truth. Elijah ain't coming to teach all or nothing, because all I would have already learned the truth from Yah through me, you know. You all would have already learned the truth from Yah through me, but you know what? All this so friggin' brainwash, so brainwash. So brainwashed, what a shame. So brainwashed and so brain dead. You can't think for your friggin' self. You want to rely on the government to think for you. Well, you continue to rely on the government to think for you. You continue to rely on the government to think for you. You know, Phoenix, they say I brainwash. They say I brainwash, bro. I brainwash. But they are the ones who really friggin' brainwash. And they go into church every friggin' Sunday, giving the pastor all the money, while the pastor living lavish life. The pastor living more lavish than me and you. Right? Pastor living more lavish than me and you. And the pastor even stop to give you a drop. Not even a drop to go to work. The pastor even offer to give you a ride to church. Let's imagine that. The first time the pastor come over you and the pastor like your wife, the pastor will invite you to the church, and eventually you will bring your wife to the church. And when you bring your wife to the church, then the pastor will be sleeping with your wife. So while you're in church cleaning the church, you say, you know what, God tell me. You say, the pastor say, you know what, God tell me to tell you that you need to clean the church. You know, clean the church. That is the gift that God gives you. You need to clean the church. And while you're cleaning the church, the pastor having sex with your wife. Yeah. The pastor having sex with your wife while you clean the church like a jackass. Right? That is the world we live in. That is the world that we live in. We live in a world where evil is more popular. Evil more popular than righteousness. That is the world we live in. We don't live in a righteous world. This world is ungodly. And all the people in it who hate God, they are ungodly too. They are ungodly. They are unrighteous. Oh, they hate to hear me when I speak. And that is your friggin' business. Because I don't care what you think about me or what you say about me. Because at the end of the day, you're outside of the ark. I am in the ark. I am within the walls of the ark. Where are you? Where are friggin' you? You're nowhere near the ark. Your heart is so far from righteousness. But you call yourself a Christian. How stupid and dumb you are. Really dumb, eh? That somebody would give themselves titles and call themselves this and call themselves that. Well, I know God. I know God. God know me. Take a screenshot of this picture. This is Archangel Gabriel right here. This is Gabriel right here hiding in the clouds. But you can see half of his face. You can see his face. Oh my gosh, he's going to disappear. If you take a screenshot fast, take a screenshot really, really fast. The pastor sleeping with your wife. Or while you go on cleaning church, pastor sleeping with your wife and telling you that is the gift that God give you, that you need to clean the church. Yeah, you need to clean the church while the pastor F your wife. That is what they like. You know, that is what they like. The world love unrighteousness. The world love ungodliness. The world do not love to hear not even God speak. They disrespect him. They condemn him. They cast him off as shit while they exalt bullshit. Right? The world hate God. They hate him. They hate God so much that they're willing to go to hell. They're willing to go to hell because they hate him so much. They hate God so much. Yeah, Elijah coming. Don't think he's coming. This man right here seen here is Elijah. Elijah is coming, as you can see his name up there. Eliyahu. As you can see up there, Eliyahu. Elijah is coming in September. And when Elijah comes, your ass in dark. Your ass will be in dark. You know why? Because Elijah ain't coming to speak shit. Or he ain't coming to talk about your flesh. Or what you want from your flesh. Or you went on the beach there and you went there and you went here. And you know, I had a good time. Nothing ever work out. Hey, you're going to a party. You're going to drink some rum. You're going there. You're going. Elijah ain't coming to speak shit. Elijah ain't coming to crop your flesh. Elijah is coming to pass judgment. Yeah. And the two other witnesses. Listen, the two other witnesses, you think you could walk over the two other witnesses? You think Elijah will allow you to walk over the witnesses as how you please? That won't be happening. That won't be happening. Yeah, pastor, male and female, sleeping with wife and sleeping with husband, and talking about you need to clean the church. You know, I had a vision. God tell me that you need to clean the church. Go and clean the church, jackass. Go and clean the church every day. Go every day and clean the church. Why are you cleaning the church? The pastor cleaning your wife. Go and clean the church. You're such an ass. Go and clean the church. Continue to clean the church. Well, Sister Andrea, it's all about money. It's all about money, you know. It's not about righteousness. The world hate God. They hate him. They hate God. They hate the family. They hate the eternal family. Lucifer turned the hearts of man away from God. Long time. Long time. But he's still holding on, and you know, let me see if I'll give him a creation a little time. I don't want to lose a soul. But you know what? He had no choice but to cast them out. He had no choice to cast these Jezebels off. These Jezebels on Facebook. A lot of Jezebels on Facebook. Oh, this is the time for your increase. Talking about she know God. Talking about she know the Most High. You don't know the Most High. You're dressing like a whore. You're dressing like a slut over Facebook. When you're doing live, all your breasts showing all kind of thing. And then you're talking about, you're not representing the Father. If your breasts, everything showing, and you're talking about, you want to show cleavage. You want to show friggin' cleavage, right? All your breasts showing. Somebody so-called prophets and them, they're doing Facebook live, and all the chest out. You're seeing the hair and the chest showing out, and you know, you're showing the muscles, and that's lust. That's lust. They're lusting after your money. So in order to get your money, or in order to get your heart turned away from the Creator, they will offer themselves as a sacrifice to Lucifer over our life, and say, you know what? Let me show you breasts. So we could get million years, you know, guys who have good jobs and have good marriages going. Let me show you breasts. You know, these females and them on Facebook, they are hoes. They are hoes. I telling you. They are hoes and they are Jezebels. They are working for Jezebel. And the males, they are homosexuals. Some of them not homosexual, but some of them, they act like homosexual. They speak like homosexual. You know, Jesus tell me this. Jesus tell me that. You know, recently I was blocked by a homosexual Christian. He said he's not homosexual, but he blocked me. I know he's a homosexual because he posted about homosexual on another page. So on one page he pretending to be a Christian, and the other page he's a friggin' homosexual, right? One page pretending to be a homosexual, or is a homosexual, and the other page pretending to be a Christian, but still is a Christian. But then he's talking about, well, Marvin, you're always calling me out. You're always calling me out. Yes, he's a friggin' homosexual. And I know you're listening to my friggin' life. He's a homosexual and he's a friggin' drunk. You know these Christians and them, not only Christians there, but New Agers, eh? They're doing Facebook lives. And some of them friggin' drunk. New Agers too. Skywatchers, they're drunk. They're drunk like a fish. They're even smoking in front of your face. And they're talking about Elohim. They're smoking in front of your face. They're smoking. And they're drinking in front of your face. They're showing homosexual signs and Illuminati hand signals to you, and then they're saying that is a sign of peace, that is a sign of shalom. You're damn wrong, and you're misleading a lot of people to hell with your shit. You're misleading people, and you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for misleading all these people you're misleading. Well, use a watchtower. Use a friggin' asshole. That's what you are. You are not righteous. You are not holy. And you're not standing on the standards of the commandments. You're not standing on the standards of commandments. You hide behind your friggin' phone, and then you pretend. You pretend to serve God. You pretend to be holy. Everything is a friggin' pretend. Pretend. You pretend this, you pretend that, you pretend this, you pretend that. You unrighteous bastard. And then you come into my life, and then you're speaking shit with your lesbian Jezebel spirit and talking about, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You not righteous. I righteous. Oh, you're going to church every Sunday. Every Sunday you're going to church. What the frick you learning? What you learning in church? When you're going to church every Sunday, what do you learn? The way the teachings of this world is complete foolishness. People think they know the truth. You serve Babylon, you don't serve the Most High. Babylon you serve, and Babylon you will perish. Well, no, we serve the Most High, you know. We serve the Most High, you know. We just get visions. We just get dreams and visions like you know. You don't get shit. Stop pretending you're shit, please. Stop pretending you're shit. You can't come around me with that shit. Right? You can't come around me with that shit. Because I will call you out and I will expose your ass. Right? I will expose you. Oh, well, I had a vision last night. I had a vision. God gave me a vision about you. Marvin, God gave me a vision about you. God gave me a vision about you. You know? God gave me a vision about you. Yeah. God tell me this, God tell me that. But God didn't tell me that. But God telling you that. When he didn't tell me that. But you live in a homosexual, ungodly lifestyle. An ungodly lifestyle. Celebrating all the traditions of men. And then you're like a hoity-toity. On your high hops. Like a friggin' Papa Jack. And you're bouncing all around like a jackass. From group to group. Talking shit. Making groups against the Most High, and then you call yourself righteous. You call yourself holy. You call yourself godly. All the damn assholes. Hell, a lot of suffer, you know. For speaking against Imaya, you know. For speaking against Mother Imaya, you will suffer. You have no respect for she. You have no respect for her. And if you don't respect the Holy Spirit, you don't respect Yahuwah. And you don't respect Yahushua. Don't pretend to speak on behalf of them. They don't need you to speak on behalf of them. Right? They don't need you to speak anything that they do not speak. You understand? So stop freaking pretending you're holy. Stop pretending that you're getting prophecies from God. Stop pretending that you're speaking on behalf of God because he's a brainwashed asshole. Like the other rest of the world. Brainwash. Every Sunday you're going to church, your pastor keep offering you up. As you can see on Face Friday, the pastor keep offering up. Offering you up. Offering your children up. To who? God? Not to God. God. Surrender your heart, brethren. Surrender your heart, sister. Right? Surrender your heart. Right? Surrender your heart. You don't want your flesh. Your flesh is worth shit. Right? So when you come on with your shit, think again. I'm more awakened than you. Right? Yeah, and I boasting in my flesh. I'm boasting in y'all. I'm boasting in my flesh. I see, man, I had 25 people and only 14 people share this life. All the rest of people is hypocrites. But you know, if I was talking about friggin' Christianity and talking about prosperity, if I was talking about prosperity, you know what Christians that I have on life? When they start to talk about prosperity, you know what Christians they go have on life? Because they're talking about prosperity. The moment they start to speak about righteousness, you see they start to drop off your life. They start to drop like flies off your life. And they go in and hunt down a prophet. Yeah? They go in and hunt down a prophet. Because they're looking for a word from that prophet now. You know? That prophet is God. So go to God. Go to your God. Don't come to the Most High. Go to your God. Let your God protect you. Let your God supply your needs. Your God don't give a shit about you Christians. Your God don't give a shit about you. Yet still you keep worshiping him. You keep, oh, I see great miracles in Jesus. I see great miracles through Jesus. You didn't see shit yet. You didn't see nothing. Because all what they're showing you is Project Blue Beam. They're showing you a Project Blue Beam deliverance in your church. Fake. People nowadays, brothers and sisters, they're fake. They're so friggin' fake. They wearing fake hair, they wearing fake nails, they wearing fake lipstick, they wearing fake makeup, they wearing a fake face too. Coming to you and all smiling and speaking in tongues too. Speaking in tongues. Hey, they're speaking in tongues, cursing everybody on the life. Recently I was blocked. I was blocked by a famous Facebooker, a blogger on Facebook. Yeah, a friggin' blogger. I was blocked by a blogger on Facebook. He prophesying and he's speaking in tongues and he real speaking in tongues. I tell him he's speaking shit. I tell him what he's speaking is he actually cursing the followers. That's what he's doing. He cursing the followers. To speak in tongues, it means that you need to have a connection with Imaya, yeah? Because Imaya is the Holy Spirit. Imaya is the Holy Spirit, right? And though the Holy Spirit is not homosexual like your Jesus, right? The Holy Spirit is not homosexual. And she's not a goddess. She's not Jezebel. Like most of you so-called prophets and evangelists on Facebook. All you only fooling all your blasted self, eh? If all you think all you fooling God, the Most High, all you fooling all yourself, all you fooling God, you know. Oh, you're pretending. Every friggin' worldly feast comes up, all you celebrating it. Christmas coming, all you celebrating it. Easter coming, New Year's coming, birthdays, all you celebrating it. All pagan feasts, all the pagans belongs in the pit. Yeah, I said it. All pagans, they don't deserve a chance. Pagans deserve to be destroyed. And that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to be destroyed, pagans. It don't make sense. It don't make sense trying to save a pagan. What is the sense trying to save these friggin' people? That's right, a fast food mentality. They come on Facebook, quick. I have a word from God. You have a word from God, but you don't know God? I want you all to think about this. These so-called prophets, these so-called seers on Facebook, they're only pretending. They come on my life, they come on my life and they stay secretly. They come on my life and they stay secret, incognito mode, and they just stay silent, listen to all what I have to say, write it down in their friggin' brain, and then go back to their followers, translate it in a different way, and say, God tell them that. God tell them this. But they first heard it from me over my life. But yet still these bastards will go and say, God tell me this. God tell me that. When God never speak to them yet. Right? Yeah, never speak to them yet, they run. Yeah? Let me go to Jeremiah 13. Let me see what Jeremiah 13 speaks of. Just imagine, prophet selling the blood of Jesus for $2,000. And these jackasses will defend the enemy. They will defend the enemy. But it's time for them to suffer. I say so. I say it's time for them to suffer. And they continue to defend the enemy. The enemy. You love him so much. You're using them as scrap goats. And this is what the Lord's saying right now. So let's read Jeremiah 13. So look higher up, you're seeing Yahuwah and Yahushua together. See them up there? To the tip top, you see Yahushua there. I'm telling you all, the sky is even much closer than it was. Normally the sky will not be so close up, but it's really close. It's really close. According to the word of the Lord, and put it on my loins. And the word of the Lord came unto me the second time, saying, take the girdle that thou hast got, which is upon the loins, and arise, go to Euphrates, and hide it there in the hole of the rock. And it came to pass after many days that the Lord said unto me, arise, go to Euphrates, and take the girdle from thence, which I command thee to hide there. I will explain to you what it means. And then I went to Euphrates and digged and took the girdle from the place where I hid it. And behold, the girdle was made, it was profitable for nothing. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, thus saith the Lord, after this manner will I make the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. This evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart, and walk after other gods to serve them, and to worship them shall even be as the girdle, which is good for nothing. For as the girdle cleaveth to the loins of a man, so I have caused to cleave unto me the whole house of Israel, and the whole house of Judah, saith the Lord, that they might be unto me for a people, and for a name, and for a praise, and for a glory. But they will not hear me. Therefore, thou shalt speak unto them this word, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, every bottle shall be filled with wine. And they shall say unto you, do we not certainly know that every bottle shall be filled with wine? That's the same thing this guy was just telling me. Same thing they're telling me. It's the same thing that Jeremiah explaining here. Then shall you say unto them, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will fill all the inhabitants of the land, even the kings that sit upon the David's throne, and the priests and the prophets, and all the inhabitants of the Jerusalem with drunkenness. With delusion, right? And I will dash them one against another, even the fathers and the sons together, saith the Lord. I will not pity, nor spare, nor have mercy, but destroy them all. Hear ye and give ear. Be not proud, for the Lord hath spoken. Give glory to the Lord your Yah. Before he cause darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains, while you look for light, he turn it into the shadow of death, and make it gross darkness. But if you will not hear it, my soul shall weep in secret places for your pride, and my eyes shall weep sore, and run down with tears, because the Lord's flock is carried away captives. Say unto the king and unto the queen, humble yourselves, sit down, for your principalities shall come down, even the crown of your glory. The cities of the south shall be shut up, none shall open them. Judah shall be carried away captive for all of it. It shall be wholly carried away captive. Lift up your eyes and behold. Lift up your eyes. Lift up your eyes and behold them that come from the north. Where is the flock that was given thee? Thy beautiful flock. What wilt thou say when he shall punish thee? For thou hast taught them to be captains as sheep over thee. Shall not sorrows take thee as a woman in travail? And if thou shalt say unto thine heart, therefore come these things upon thee. Come wherefore these things upon thee, for the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard change his spot? Then may ye also do good, that are accustomed to do evil. Therefore will I scatter them as the stubble that passed away by the wind of the wilderness. This is thy lot, the portion of thy measures from me, saith the Lord, because thou hast forgotten me, and trusted in the falsehood of men. Therefore I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear suddenly. I have seen thine adulteries and thy narrings, thy lewdness of thy whoredom, and thy abomination on the hills and the fields. Woe unto you! Will thou not be made clean? When shall it once be? When shall it be? Saying that you used to be a people that used to worship him, but don't worship him anymore. You worship the flesh. You worship sin. You worship abomination. You exalt abominable things. You used to be worthy. You used to be worthy to come before him, but not anymore. You're an abomination before him. And he's saying here he's going to destroy. He's going to destroy the world. That's what he's going to do. Actually, Jeremiah didn't speak centuries ago, Gozala. Jeremiah spoke thousands of years ago. So thousands of years ago, Jeremiah spoke. Thousands of years, not centuries ago. Centuries means millions of years. The earth is not millions of years old. The earth is only thousands of years old. See Yahuwah crown here? It's so huge I can't even take a full pic. Take a screenshot here. This is Yahuwah beard running all down there is Yahuwah beard. See the eyes by the sun? See the crown on his head? Take your screenshots. See if I can stand up. Because the live is going to end this now. Sorry for my finger there. Sorry again.
Wow, everybody, are you looking at the screen right now? Are you looking at that screen? Are you seeing that face? There are a number of faces that I could see, one above and one beneath the main face. Oh, let me raise the volume a bit. I hope this will help. All right, y'all are looking at the screen. Are you seeing that face? You seen mustache, you seen the mouth, the nose, the eyes, the hair. This is from the sky. As you can see, it's across the mountain top in a vertical position. This is what manifested over the life of Archangel Samuel. This is what manifests in the heavens, and many of us see them of our own accord. We see them because he taught us how to see the supernatural, how to see Elohim and the angels in the heavens.
Abba look very, very sad. As you can see the bird there. See the bird on top there? The direction of the sun has changed. The sun used to be across here. The sun used to be going down across here, right here. But another shift happened, so the sun come back here. Shift is happening right now. Let's see the picture. See this nose, see this eye here, see this nose, see this mouth, lips, see beard. This is Michael, Archangel Michael. You can only see Michael this way. You can see Michael up here too. But if you look this way, see him this way. If you look this way, see him this way. So you face in a way like you could see him. So there's Michael here. Eye, nose, mouth, black beard, black hair. It's not Yahushua. There's no crown but a band. So his hair is cut short. About here, this is Michael here. Michael here reach about here. Michael have black hair. Period. Michael don't have gold hair and purple hair and green hair. Michael is not a homosexual like the Catholic Church put it up to be. Michael have black hair. Just like Yahushua have black hair. But Yahushua have beard all here. Yahushua beard full. So I know it's not Yahushua because Yahushua beard would have been all here. All here would have been Yahushua beard. But this is Michael, Archangel Michael right there, and you can see his hair there. You can see this little sideburns here. You can see the little eyelashes up there. Take a screenshot. And I want to show you Raphael now. This is Raphael here now. This is Raphael. I just show you Michael. Now I'm showing you Raphael. This is Raphael here. This is Archangel Raphael. If you've seen circles, then you need to let me know if you've seen pixels, so I could saying if you've seen pixels, let me know. Are you seeing pixels? This is Archangel Raphael right here. So take a pic of Raphael. There's Raphael there with gold on here. Raphael have gold here. And he's actually flying. Raphael is flying, as you can see his hand. His hand is stretched out there. He's going. He's flying. Look for yourself. Raphael is flying. He's flying right now. I can see his hand is stretched out. His hands are stretched out there right now. And if I flip it again, so you see Gabriel, you see Raphael, you see Michael, right? You know, they just disappear very fast. So make sure you take screenshots. Make sure you take a screenshot of Raphael. That's Raphael there. See the name? You see his name written there? Shalom, Brother TD, and shalom to everyone. Shalom to Sister Beverly, Sister Coco, Sister Cleopatra, to everyone else who is on this live, to the commander, to all the commanders, to Commander Joshua, to Commander Nikki, Commander Chloe, Commander Nathaniel, to all commanders, shalom and hi. This is Raphael. I'm just showing you all a little bit of myself today. As you can see, I'm on full flight going this way. I'm going this way. You know, I was really like to know who is this jackass. Who is this jackass that's like to laugh at me? When he asks is funny. What is funny about laughing at me? What is funny about laughing at us or what we're showing you? What is funny? What is funny by laughing at us? What is funny? They're going to learn now. Right behind her. Adonai. Take screenshots. Elohim. Sevaot. Animaya will appear just now. Kadosh, Kadosh,
Sister Andrea, it must be a mistake that they're telling Sister Asa that you hate her. You say that I hate you, Sister Asa. Why you hate Sister Asa? See Yahuwah there? Yahuwah bow his head and watching in disappointment to all the wicked ones. That is Yahuwah there, and he bow his head. His head is bowed down. His head is not, he nod his head this way, he nod his head this way. And no tears are coming out, but as you can see, his eyes getting more and more clear. That is Yahuwah. As you can see, his lips there. Take screenshots if you could. Just take screenshots. Yahuwah eyes, see, looking, his eyes is becoming like red. So that means flame of fire. His eyes is becoming like a flame of fire. Right now his eyes look, it's becoming, as you can see the pupil in his eyes, it's becoming like fire. If you've seen it pixelated means if you've seen it not looking clear, please let me know so that I can throw off Facebook. Let me know if it's pixelated. Is Yahuwah there looking down? Disappointment to all those who claim to work for him, all those who claim to speak on behalf of him. Is only for the flesh. They don't speak on behalf of Yahuwah at all. As you can see, Yahuwah eyes there. So let go up a little higher so the line's been blocked here. Block his face anyhow. Seeing Yahuwah there, Yahushua under Abba Yahuwah. Or actually Abba of his hand propping his neck. Propping his neck in sorrow. Propping his neck in sorrow for this ungodly world. Why Yahuwah? Why even bother to save these people? Because you know what? You love them. Yeah, you will never see this anywhere else. Tears. You see the tears? You see the tears that fall out of Yahushua's eyes? A little friggin' pee. A little pee for bringing tears in Yahushua's eyes. Look the tears falling on your eyes here. Look tears here. You can see the eye here. Look tears running on your eye. Oh my God. Not Yahuwah eye, you know. No tears running on Yahuwah eye, and it's Yahushua. Look tears running on your eye there. Oh my God. This is sad. Look in here. You see? Oh my God. You're seeing the tears. You're actually seeing the tears running down. You're seeing his tears. Not to say you're not seeing the tears. You're seeing the tears in detail. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Yahushua. And Abba here, tears starting to come out his eyes too. Will you frick on it, Alibi? Are they making my parents cry? Frick. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Abba. I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this is so much. Oh my God. Abba is kissing his son here, as you can see Abba here. Abba is kissing his son on his head, telling him, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Abba. You see the tears, Abba crying. Oh. Sorry, I can't hold my tears back, but this is... Wow. You can see him kissing his son. See his eyes is full of water, but he's not showing us his tears, but I can see Abba's eyes full of water, like mine. Abba's eyes is full of water, but Yahushua is crying, and you can see the tears coming on Yahushua's eyes here. As the father tried to prop him up and try to hold him up. Wait, this is heartbreaking. Look, Yahuwah here. A clear face of Yahuwah. Clear as day, as clear as you can see right now. Yahushua tears will fall upon all the ungodly, all the unrighteous, and they're going to suffer for it. They are crying not for us, but they're crying for the ungodly, for the unrighteous, for those who come against them. You can see the eyes clear as day, and you can see Abba. You can see Abba here. Wow, this is really awesome, brothers and sisters. Please take a screenshot. I can't take a screenshot, but you could take a screenshot. Please take a screenshot of this. Yahushua is still crying. Oh my God. Please take a screenshot of this, please. You know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen after today, right? Yeah, this is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking to see the Father. Water in the eyes, but you're not crying. You gotta stay strong. The Father's love is the greatest love, brothers and sisters. Greatest love ever. You will ever receive. You will ever receive. Oh my God. The Father's love is the greatest love. The Father comforting his son. Comforting his son right now. Imaya may be, oh my God, Imaya may be in distress right now. Imaya may be in distress. I can imagine how Imaya is feeling right now. You think they don't have feelings? Huh? All the hypocrites? You think, yeah, the Creator, you think they don't have feelings and they don't love? They don't have a conscience? You think, yeah, they don't have love? You don't know them. You don't know. You put them in a box, you dump them in a box, and you don't want nothing to do with them anymore. But hear what now? Don't pretend to be speaking on their behalf. They don't want nothing to do with you either. So stop pretending to be speaking on their behalf. Yeah, most people won't like this life, eh? Most people won't share this life. You know why? Because they're in the flesh and they don't care. They don't care. Most people won't care to share this life. But it's okay. It's okay. I can imagine how you might have feeling right now. If Yahushua crying. If Yahushua is crying, how do you think the mother feeling right now? How do you think the mother is feeling? I want you all to take a screenshot. I can't take a screenshot because Facebook will cut off, right? We're kind of holding up now because we look at Yahushua here. Look his two eyes there. So the tears still running on, but not much as it was. Because the Father's love is the greatest love ever. When I say the Father's love, I mean the Father's love. Yahuwah's eternal love is the greatest love ever. So Yahuwah is comforting his son, and Imaya is also comforting her son. Look Imaya on this side. I'm using my fingers. Don't take the screen pic when you see my fingers, please. On this side, right? Look Imaya here. You can see her black here. Here. You can see her black here. Where Abba was, Abba disappeared. Now we see Imaya lips now kissing her son on his cheek. And you can see her eyes up here. Her two eyes up here. And her lips. You can see her lips here.
So tell me,
and
how people could be so happy?
And here is, so hurtful, eh? Hurtful to see them crying.
So how people could be so heartless towards the kingdom, so heartless towards Mama. I actually saw, brothers and sisters, where people actually making posts and making groups and pages against me for actually speaking the ancient truth and for actually teaching people righteousness, teaching them the truth. How people could be so heartless towards learning what is the foundational truth of righteousness that was passed down by Yahuwah as a foundation by Mother Imaya and Abba Yahuwah as a certain foundation, so that we who are their elects, that we could be embedded in righteousness, to learn, to understand what is the foundation of righteousness. This is so oblivious to see what this generation has done against our Creator. And yet there are many people who claim to love Elohim. They claim to love Elohim, they claim to understand Elohim, but I just want parts of it, brothers and sisters. When will these people wake up?
You know what's going to happen, right? He crying, he bawling, he's screaming. Yahushua is like he's screaming, Yahushua can't bear the pain anymore. I can't even bear this word anymore. Oh my God. Again a headache. Wow. And I'm actually getting a headache. Again, a serious, oh God, wow, getting a headache. Wow, because the tears and the emotional distress from Imaya, I could feel it. Once you have a connection to the Creator, you could feel their love. You could feel it. He's still crying. People don't know people. These Christians don't know God. They don't know them. But don't worry, it will all end. There's no Yahushua. We'll come home and we won't have to deal with these SOBs anymore. You know what SOB stands for? You know what SOB stands for? Son of a bitches. Yes. Yahushua, you will have to deal with all these SOBs on the earth. We will be home and you will be happy. It's time to end this, Mama. Yahuwah, it's time to end this. It's time to bring us home. I mean, come on, Yahushua can't be grieving like this. But we need to do something about this. Or they actually need to do something about this. Listen, the two emotionally. Imaya would have want to speak to us, but so she don't want to talk. She's too emotionally moved right now that she can't even speak to us. Neither Yahuwah nor Yahushua. They will not speak to any of us right now because they're comforting one another right now. You know, the only thing that I will say is these bastards will pay for blaspheming me. They will pay for blaspheming me. That's the only thing I will say. And they will suffer greatly. They will suffer great loss. Greater loss than I suffer. For all those who continue to blaspheme me, your day coming. Remember, your days are already numbered. Remember your days numbered. Just remember your days numbered. Now, it's not Shai who's speaking of Raphael. It's me. It's me. Remember your blasted days numbered. Just remember that. You think we will continue to stick your shit? Your days numbered. Your days are numbered. Oh, by the way, to all those who are my children, all those who are righteous, all those that haven't mocked or scoffed at me, you will be leaving very, 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 very soon. You will be leaving. You will be leaving very, 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 very soon. Jenny, my child, I do accept it. I accept all of you, all of your love. I do accept your love. I do accept your love and comfort. Thank you so much, Sister Jenny. Thank you for this time. Thank you for every one of you who haven't blasphemed me, who haven't persecuted me or speak against me. Your riches is in the kingdom, not on earth. And never mind all the other lukewarm ones. They will die. And that storm that is going to hit Texas is going to be worse. And not only Texas is going to suffer, it's the whole world. It's the whole world will suffer. It's the whole world is going to suffer. After today, even in countries that never experienced certain catastrophic events, they will experience it. They will experience it. Thank you all for watching this live today. This live will be ending now because this live needs to end. Right? We are not pushing ourselves or not pushing our messenger any further than we have kept him to be. He have spent days, months, years on hand. Well, since Facebook started with the Facebook Live, he have been doing a wonderful job. And he haven't put up any PayPal, any details pertaining to asking or begging people for money. Everything that he does from his heart. As we do the same. For any one of you who comes to us, in spirit and in truth, we will do what is righteous for you, because you belongs to us, right? You belongs to us. So this live is coming to an end, because I'm going to end this live now. I'm too distressed to speak right about now. And all you lukewarm, the Pharisees, the ungodly, your day coming. A matter of fact, your day already here. All these sudden storms that are happening on the land, let's imagine. You imagine this. I just speak the way how you speak. I speak the way how you speak so that you have an understanding. If I speak the way how I speak, you won't understand anything that I say. So what I'm saying is, just imagine in your own words that there are storms happening on land. There are tornadoes happening on land, springing off on land. Things are happening on land. Where's the water that recedes from Brazil? We send it back to Brazil. It doesn't mean to say that we won't take it back. We will take back the sea. We're taking back everything that belongs to us. We're taking it back. We're going to dry up. The entire ocean will be dried up in order for our people. Remember Exodus? Remember what happened with Exodus? Let's go back to Exodus. Read the book of Exodus. Read the book of Enoch. Read the book of Joshua. Read the books. Read these books. And let me give you understanding. Let me give you understanding. Let me give you wisdom that passeth all understanding, so that you could understand through discernment what is right and what is wrong. What was placed there by the enemy to deceive you, to confuse you, or what was placed by us to direct you, to give you a better understanding of what we desire of you to do for us, right? What you desire for you to do for us, right? So the water that recedes in Brazil, and it came back, and then it went back, and then it came back, and it went back. Well, that's actually my point. My point is we're going to remove the waters from the sea, and we're going to gather the waters together. Just like how we said that we're going to gather the nations together to pour our indignation upon them. Well, we're going to gather all nations together, and gather enough cubics or gallons of water. You know, I'll explain it in your tune so that you will understand exactly what I'm saying. We are gathering enough water to cause that tsunami, right? Only the Almighty God could do that. Not the fake Project Bluebeam, not the fake Nibiru, and all these fake things, all these fake technology, HARP, and all these fake things. These fake things cannot do what we could do, because we are the true creators, your true creators, and we can move the mountain if we choose. We could shift the earth if we want. We could do all these things because we have the whole world. The whole world is within our reach, because the world, because this earth is in the center of the universe, and heaven is not far away from the center of the universe. As you can hear with your spiritual ears, as you can hear the shofar sounding right now. Shofars are sounding right now. You cannot hear the shofars, but I'm telling you, shofars are sounding right now. Shofars are sounding. When we give you a directive, when we give you a direction to do something, do it. Don't do it when you want to do it, or don't do it when you think you should do it, or when you do it when you feel you should do it. Do it when we direct you to do it. So there have been a shift. The sun was on this side. As Sayone was explaining to you earlier on, the sun was on this side. Now the sun is on this side. So there's a shift that takes place during the solar eclipse, and there will be another solar eclipse very soon. That solar eclipse will usher in the feast of the trumpets. That solar eclipse will usher in blood moons and the greater half of the great tribulation. So the Antichrist, when you see another blood moon, that means that the Antichrist will rise again and the beast will be destroyed. So your sign will be, so this will be your sign from now on. This will be your sign. Your sign in this end time will be that if you see another blood moon, if there is another blood moon, which it will be, there will be another blood moon. When there will be another blood moon, and you see that blood moon, that means that the Antichrist has risen again, and that means that the beast time period of power has ended on the earth. So most of you understand what I'm saying, and most of you will understand what I'm saying. So I don't want to stay too long here. I need to leave, right? So, you know, I said I was going already, but you know, I'm still here. So thank you for your time. Thank you all for your time, and I love you all. I love all those who are holy, all those who are righteous, all those who are set apart. That was Imaya, brothers and sisters. That was Imaya that spoke to you just now. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Adonai, Elohim, Tevaot, Adonai.
I am so glad I did not end the live earlier. So we were able to hear what Mama had to share with us. And we just give Elohim all praise, honor, glory, thanksgiving, and love. Love you all, Elohim. Abba Yahuwah, Mama Imaya, Ruach HaKadosha, and our Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach El Shaddai.
This man here is an elder. See how long he beard is? And you see the little captain you have on your head is a little crown, like shaped like a box. There's an elder right here.
I encourage everyone to listen back to the live, play it again. There's a moment on the live where it's quiet. That's because the mic wasn't tuned in, but it continues. So this live is coming to an end now. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for your support. May Yah bless you richly, all who advance the kingdom of Elohim in the earth.
Yeah.